Hey, this is Kelsey Hawkins with the Self-Assessment and Reflection Project for Organization and Management. So I am originally from Virginia. I was born in a small town called Manassas, right around the Richmond area. It's about 45 minutes or so outside of DC. And then when I was about 3, I moved to Georgia, right near the Atlanta area. And then a few years later, when I was about 7, moved to North Carolina, and I've been here now for about 13 years. I am a transfer student. My senior year of high school, I went to Johnston Community College and did their middle college program. So I was able to get done my first year of college there, and then I stayed an extra year after to complete my associates. And then I transferred here to Appalachian last August. So I am a junior and a dietetics major. Here are my Big Five results. Here's just a screenshot. So for open-mindedness, I definitely lean more towards that direction. I love trying new things, having new experiences, meeting new people, seeing new sites, going on adventures. So that definitely lean more in that direction. And then conscientious, I definitely try my best to be reliable as a student, employee, friend, family member, and just a reliable person in my personal and professional life. And then I've always kind of teetered along the line of introverted or extroverted. But as I've gotten older, and especially since I've come to college, I really lean more towards extroverted. Definitely like to have some time to myself too, especially if there's a big project or a big exam coming up. But in general, I really am a very social person. I just love being around people and working with people. And then I lean more towards the agreeable line. I do tend to be critical, but more so of myself, just because I have very high expectations of myself and just a lot of things I want to do and places I want to go. So I definitely tend to be more critical, but more so of myself than others. And then on another note, I do tend on most of the time to be more calm and relaxed. I try to be very just like flexible and easygoing. So I'm usually not too uptight about different things. And then perception, I actually struggled a little bit with this one. I definitely am very dedicated, confident. When I say blunt, hopefully not in a negative way, but just I really don't like sugarcoat things or beat around the bush. If it's something that I'm really passionate about, then I'll just, tell people honestly. And I also try to be very reliable. And then others told me that they perceived me as hardworking, caring, honest, but respectful, and then trustworthy. Key experiences. I used to do figure skating, and that really taught me a lot about dedication and passion and putting a lot of hard work and effort into something that you care a lot about. And then for work, I actually used to work at a daycare, and being around kids all day really helps me to learn dealing with situations in just a kind way, but also being like flexible and thinking outside the box and being creative. And I recently started volunteering at the Hunger and Health Coalition, and that's been such a great experience and really impacted me. Everyone's just very enthusiastic. The communication is fantastic. If we're giving food to people and running low on meals, everyone's really good about giving everyone else and the other volunteers a heads up so that we can, make those meals so that we don't run out. So there's just a very good flow in the kitchen, and everyone's just super, super positive and very upbeat. You can just really tell that they just have this glow, that they really care about the community and the issue that they're dealing with. And for strengths and weaknesses, I'm definitely passionate. I'm definitely a hard worker, especially if it's something that I'm passionate about. As far as weaknesses go, definitely tend to be biased in my field. I've had a lot of really good experiences with nutrition. So I think I tend to be more biased, but I feel like maybe it's not necessarily a bad thing, but I could probably approach that situation in a better way. And then communication, I just haven't had a lot of experience in food service. I'm working in it right now, but I'm pretty new at it. And I think communication is just really critical in food service. So that's something that could definitely be improved as well. And then for short-term plans, let's see. I definitely want to graduate from Appalachian. I would love to get into a graduate program, hopefully Appalachians. and then complete my dietetic internships. So I have to do one next summer for my undergrad, and then I'll have to do one in a couple years if I get into a graduate program. I'll have to do that DI internship as well. And then for long-term plans, I definitely love to get into a graduate program and complete the graduate program. Would love to get my certificate in functional medicine and personal training. I would also love to work at Duke Hospital in the integrative nutrition department. I think that hopefully coming in with those certificates will improve my chances of potentially getting a career with Duke. I have had a lot of personal experiences with that hospital and know quite a few of the doctors there. And it's been such a great experience in my life to see the way that they've impacted me. And I would love to be able to work alongside them and learn that, feel better, and just get more experience and impact people the way that they impacted me. And then for my conclusion, some things I learned in this class, definitely better communication, characteristics of a leader, and then food service processes and rules. I had food science last semester, and we talked a little bit about different, like, kitchens, but we went so much more in depth with types of kitchens and menu planning and systems approach this time around. That was something that I loved learning about. So thank you guys for listening, and I hope you guys all have a great rest of your semester.